Welcome to the conclusion of Nancy Drew's latest mystery, Midnight in Salem. Finally, we're gonna catch our bad guy or gal because they've been a bit naughty. So if you don't want to find out at the ending of the game or whoever is behind everything that's been going on, watch my other videos first. If you do want to know, you're in the right place. Stay tuned because we're gonna catch them. Also, we're in the tunnels with May because she disappeared and she needed to be saved. And that's kind of the thing Nancy does, so that's what we're gonna do. And then we're gonna blow this case wide open. Or how does a real detective say it? I don't know. So, Nancy, how are you doing?
I'll be okay. Uh-oh, that doesn't sound good.
It's flooding! It's never happened before.
Stupid Alicia.
Is there any other way out of here? I don't know.
So I guess we have to go this way then? I don't know.
We have to keep moving. Come on.
What's that?
Keep moving.
I don't know the way, I'm just going.
Well, this is pleasant. Just keep moving. Faster. But your leg. Don't worry about me. Come on.
Where are we now?
You okay? Where are we? What is this place? I can't see a thing. Are you okay? Oh, please. No. What's the matter? Talk to me. Why did you bring me here? What do you mean? You saw them. They're coming, and now we're trapped. Who's coming? What do you mean? They know what I did.
You're going to die here, you know.
I don't understand. What do you think you did that's so bad?
They cursed me. That's what they're saying. For what I did.
She's just schizophrenic.
Fire. Don't you hear them? They really had powers, and now I'll get what I deserve.
You saw the witches of Salem, but they're not ghosts. I think you have an opened wound on your leg, and maybe it's making this worse for you. It's the poison in the water. I'm seeing things too. You're not alone.
You saw them too? They know what I did. I didn't mean to. I just wanted to scare them. It made me so angry. The things I said, but I didn't want them to get hurt.
Wait. You're talking about something else. I saw a picture of Tegan, Lauren, and Olivia together. The shed that burned down, that was their meeting place. Were they there that night?
Said they were going to contact Salem's ghosts at midnight, but I couldn't come because I was a little kid. Their stupid coven. I told them witches die in Salem. And I almost...
You wanted to scare them.
I snuck out, past Deirdre. I hid inside the shed, made noises, scratches.
Did they have lit candles?
Yes. They ran away and knocked one over. Slammed the door shut behind them.
You almost died and you took the blame. So this is why they don't talk to each other.
I knew that.
I'm so sorry.
It was my fault! If I hadn't... That's why they're coming for me. The witches. I can hear them.
Listen, the water is poisoned. It's been making us see things that aren't there. There are no ghosts. And as for it being your fault...
It was an accident.
It was an accident. You were all just kids trying to stay out of trouble. You're covering up for Tegan again, but there's no need now. She just wants you home safe.
It's not real? You promise?
Yep.
I promise. Can we try to find a way out now? And will you please rest your hurt leg?
Yes, please. To both.
So weird, why doesn't the game explain why she has hurt her leg? How did that happen?
It's a solid wall. There's something carved into these bricks, but I can't make it out. Really need some light.
Light up the room. So I can use my flashlight of my phone knocking down the holes, but I can't use it now?
Looks like an old oil lantern. If only there's a match. Need a light for these candles. It's some kind of carved inlay. It feels intricate, but it's too dark to make out what this is. We're not getting out that way. We have to find another way, quickly. The water...
Yeah, don't be dramatic. I'm doing my best. Do you still have that lighter I gave you?
What?
May, do you still have that lighter?
What, you smoke?
Only when I'm on fire.
Of course.
You know, you never did tell me where you got this.
I did tell you. I found it.
Did you get this when you got your injury?
Not that hard to work that one out, I guess. I think it was Olivia's. I don't know why I took it. So I wouldn't forget, I guess. Like I could.
Seems like a good reason to hold on to it. And it has a cool design.
I am addicted to animal prints.
We all have our vices.
Let me guess yours. Chocolate milk.
You are feeling better. Maybe I'll tell you mine after we get out of here. May, have you ever been in this room before?
Yeah. I was here years ago. With Jason. This is where we met after his dad said we couldn't hang out anymore. Until it got blocked off. It's a dead end. There's a wooden panel over there. Wasn't finished. 6 candles, a lantern, those AW symbols. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
You remember all that detail from a room you could barely see?
Is that strange?
Good strange. Very few people are able to remember details like that, especially from so long ago.
I guess I never thought much about it.
A mystery for another time. What was that about a panel?
It made my scars. There's something about it. I couldn't figure it out. Can you just get us out of here?
On it.
There, it's better. Yes! Still works. Wonder how long it's been down here. Abigail Woodley's sign. Should look more closely.
More closely.
Got it. Bet this fits into the panel. I am just the shadow. Shadow of what?
Interesting. Can I pick this up? No.
Stuck. Can't move these by hand. Need some kind of tool.
Well, there's a W in these bricks. I need to pick these up, I think.
Wow, it's beautiful. This must have been made by Abigail. Amazing how intricate she designed this. Now we're getting somewhere. Just need the other piece.
Alright, another piece. Where would that be?
Aha! Not as elegant as my lockpicks, but just as handy.
feel right.
I know, but what choice do we have?
No, you don't understand. I know this sounds strange, but the accident, ever since it happened, I could feel bad things before they happen.
Like, premonitions?
Yeah. My scar, it hurts. It hurt right before the tunnel collapsed, and it hurts now. Look, this isn't some ergot hallucination. I'm telling the truth. And I'm telling you that if you tamper with these bricks, we could be in danger, okay? Do you believe me?
Alright.
Yes, I believe you. I just mean, I don't think it's premonitions. You have this amazing, maybe even photographic memory and a sharp mind. I think you just process warning signs faster than anyone else can.
And the pain?
I don't know. High sensitivity to air pressure, maybe?
I used to think I was cursed.
That I can't believe. But I will be careful with the wall.
Thanks for believing me.
So I'm in a hurry to get out of here, and they are just talking about all these things that are not that important to discuss right now. So I have to find more, she says.
Solid clay. Don't think we're gonna climb out of here. This box can open, but I can't force it, even with a set of tools.
Get out of basement. I'm trying.
Something's different about the note. Looks like a map of some kind. X marks the spot.
Alright. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, this one.
Here goes nothing. Whew. It's the right one. Got it. Bet this fits into the panel.
Yep. I understood that.
It fits.
Now what?
It's covered in a thick layer of dust. Should wipe it clean first.
Hold to swipe. I don't know what I'm doing. Am I doing anything?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Select and drag. Oh, I did it. What's this?
Okay. So there's something behind this panel. Just need to unlock it. AW. Again?
Can I use my key?
Please be a door, please be a door.
Yes, it fits. What does that? It does. Now what?
You actually did it. Let's get out of here.
No need to be surprised. I'm Nancy Drew. I can do anything.
Deirdre!
See, boys? You look dirty.
I'm fine.
Nice as
We
always.
need to see the judge. Now.
Yeah, us too. We found the...
The will. No need to recap. Let's go.
Nancy, are you all right?
There she
Deirdre,
is.
Can you, Frank, and Joe wait in the hallway?
Is that someone
Don't
else?
let anyone leave this office.
My pleasure.
Judge, we need to talk.
What is this?
It's urgent.
Yes, it looks like it. Is it a confession?
Maybe.
Judge, we've been here all night. I think it's time we retire.
You're not going anywhere, Perp.
Excuse me?
Your Honor, it's become clear to us that Miss Cole has been the perpetrator of numerous crimes here in Salem, including Attempted murder.
Murder! Judge, please.
That's a very serious claim, Nancy.
It's true.
And this is a serious case. People's lives hang in the balance.
This is very cute and all, but we have to do adult things now. So run along, everyone, before your PB&Js get cold.
I have proof, and it's all related to the Hathorn house, the future of which rests in your hands. So I think you should hear me out before you sign that paper.
All right.
What? You can't be serious. Judge, this is clearly a half-brained attempt to delay what we have determined to be a sound judgment, that the Hathorn house should revert to the state.
We have spent most of this evening going over all possibilities for how to decide the rightful owner of this house. And you've been very adamant that the state should handle it. But if Nancy has any evidence to add, I'm willing to hear her out.
Good for you, Judge.
Unbelievable.
So, what should I say? Alicia has been poisoning Lauren Holt's water supply. That's true. Alicia was responsible for stealing evidence. She was behind the theft. It's all true.
Alicia has been poisoning Lauren Holt's water supply.
Poisoning! That's just too much.
After interviewing Lauren Holt and experiencing some negative side effects from drinking her water, I discovered that someone had been tainting her water supply with ergot.
Well, that would explain my client's erratic behavior over the past few weeks.
She lost her mother.
Months ago! And that woman wasn't her mother. Give me a break.
How do you know that ergot causes erratic behavior?
You said she was poisoned. Wouldn't that affect anyone's behavior? What exactly are you insinuating?
That you know how ergot affects its victims.
Exactly.
I'm not answering these questions. I happen to be well-versed in biology, all right? But any tidbit of knowledge I have, you'll just try to trap me with it. Use it against me.
I don't need to do that, because I found, in your office, a map of the Hathorn house's water system.
Yes. And did you also find the notice of demolition on my desk when you illegally broke into my office?
The door was open.
Are you going to arrest her for breaking and entering?
Is what Nancy's saying true?
Of course, I have a map of the Hathorn house's water plans.
So you admit it. You were going to try to demolish Hathorn House.
I was providing my client, Lauren Holt, with that option, yes. The
No,
land
she
is
didn't
worth
know
a
about
lot
it.
of money, and I was doing my due diligence. Have you done yours?
Yes.
I brought up the demolition with Lauren.
Exactly.
She says you never discussed it. I am certain she will be happy to testify.
What? She must have forgotten. Because of the poisoning you claim she's been affected by. That has to be it.
What about flooding the tunnels under Salem in the past hour? Would you know how to do that, Miss Cole?
I was here, Miss Drew.
Your coat looks pretty soaked. And muddy shoes.
Water is wet, and it's raining outside. Are you satisfied with the ridiculousness of this yet? How much longer are you gonna let this go on?
It all does seem circumstantial. Is that all you have, Miss Drew?
No. I have the book, so let's say this.
Alicia was behind the theft of the Book of Apologies.
I've never been to Europe, okay?
That's true.
How did you know it was in Europe?
That's
I
also
heard
true.
the judge talking to you about it.
Yeah, right.
I found plane tickets in Jason's car. He admitted to stealing the Book of Apologies on Alicia Cole's orders.
Orders? How did I order little Jason to do this, Nancy Drew?
Jason has financial problems. Right, Judge?
I don't really know. To be honest with you, I know he's always looking for money.
He's in debt. Badly. A fact Alicia uses to her advantage.
This is absurd.
How did he buy a first-class round-trip ticket to Salzburg when the crime occurred?
Because I pay him for doing errands for me. He could use his money however he feels fit. He's a big boy now.
I admit, I don't know how we could prove that Alicia...
Call the airline. You can use the plane ticket reference number. Call the airline. They should be able to check the payment. I bet you it was paid by Alicia Cole, credit card. There's no way Jason would have that much cash to buy a first-class ticket.
He obviously stole my credit card.
So, you admit that your card was used to make the purchase.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, you did.
If the card is still active, I doubt that he stole it. The credit card company would have notified you for making a large purchase, and you would have canceled it.
How large is this purchase?
Thousands of dollars, Judge.
And this one is also true.
Alicia was responsible for stealing AW evidence from your office.
This should be interesting.
It is.
I spoke with your son, Jason. He claims Alicia forced him.
Jason is a grown man. His actions are his own.
Alicia lent Jason her car. Then Jason broke into the evidence room and stole the files. I have proof on CCTV.
That
So
you've got to
what it
check.
actually sounds like is that Jason took my car, stole the evidence, and somehow I'm to blame?
How did he have access to your car?
I gave him the keys. He runs errands for me all the time.
And how did he have access to the evidence room? Only you and the judge had the code.
Look here, on the wall. An access code. I wonder if it's for the evidence room. Probably. Apologies, Judge. But your carelessness is the reason this happened. In all probability, Jason heard that you left the door unlocked, and he just went and opened it.
I doubt that. He barely spends any time with me.
I found this in 10 seconds. You left it out for anyone to see. If he didn't know the door was unlocked, how hard would it have been to find your key?
And the motive?
Miss Cole, that's enough. Anything else, Miss Drew? Miss Cole, if this was a court of law and the police were asking for probable cause, I'd be hard-pressed not to allow it. Do you have anything to say?
I told him to get rid of those tickets. You know, Your Honor, your son is a real idiot. Truly, a world-class moron. He couldn't even follow simple instructions. I would have had better luck writing them in crayon. And this? Seriously? This is the kind of stuff I have to deal with? I went to law school. I have 3 degrees. And now I have an arsonist, 2 ghost hunters, a wannabe detective, and her assistant.
Hey, what? No!
Trying to screw up my plans.
All the people you pointed out are the reason you're going down.
No. The reason I am going down is that this stupid little town is stuck in the past. Oh, my great-great-great-great-grandmother was accused as a witch. I want repayment because I'm lazy. She loved me so much that I want this disgusting ruin of a house for free so I can run my luminous vegan tea grocery store.
That's so mean.
That is what pathetic looks like. A bunch of whining, moaning little people whose worldview is infinitesimally small.
Why, Alicia?
Why? Because I wanted to do something for this town. I care about Salem more than all the Olivias and Tegans and Laurens combined. I care the most. We should have leveled that old house a long time ago and built new houses. With all that land, we could have a real community here. We could bring in new business that isn't completely reliant on stupid, scary stuff. I am talking about economic development on a level which Salem has never even seen.
And who would be the owner of these new houses?
Well, after knowing this case inside out, it wouldn't be hard for me to get the land out of the grasp of the state. After all I've done for this community, some recompense is in order.
So, you're saying you poisoned Lauren so you could build and own a housing complex?
Do you realize how much money is in real estate? And give me a break. I was just scaring her. I told you I know about biology. She was never in any real danger.
Alicia, I saw the ergot in the water valve. There is absolutely no way you could control the dosage that Lauren ingested. You could have done irreparable damage.
So what?
She doesn't
I
care.
live here. I work here. I am a member of this community. This town needs me.
No, it doesn't.
I already have the papers, and I am taking them to the state office. And none of you are going to stop me. Because you can't prove anything. There's no legal heir to the Hathorn estate. And none of the evidence Detective Girl brought up will stick.
So you admit to all of it?
Yes. Now get out of my way.
The police are on their way. You can wait here for them to arrive.
This is unbelievable. I only wanted to make Salem...
This is highly disturbing. I am shocked. Very shocked at what has occurred here. Miss Cole will be held accountable for her crimes. I will make sure of it. But as much as it pains me to admit, she is right. We do not have a legal heir.
Yes, we do.
We found the will.
We found Frances Tuttle's will, and according to her, Lauren Holt is the sole heir of the Hathorn House estate. I believe the will supersedes all other claims to the property. Unfortunately, the accused witch's organization has no evidence that says they have any claim on the property. It is what it is.
Okay. Well, what about the Hathorn House fire?
No one forgave me when I made a mistake. Break the cycle, right?
May had nothing to do with the fire.
You're sure? How do you know?
Because I have a confession from the person who did.
Really?
Really. I really didn't want to name her, but I guess I have to. Intentionally set the fire to force out Lauren. That's not true.
Tegan Perry is responsible for the fire, but it was an accident.
An accident?
Yes. Tegan went looking for the will and accidentally knocked a candle over inside the house. The fire grew out of control. I questioned her myself. I believe her.
Aha. So it was one of the Perrys after all. Tegan has caused irreparable harm to this community by the actions she's committed.
But it was an accident. You heard her.
Was it an accident that she illegally trespassed on the property to begin with? Or that she attempted to steal a legal document for her own gain?
It was not just for her. It was for the accused witch's organization.
A noble cause does not make it any less of a crime. It will have to be adjudicated. But I will take everyone's character opinion of Tegan into consideration. I will be lenient but just.
Judge, did you ever interview May? Get a statement from her? Anything on record?
Well, not exactly.
So you just assumed she was guilty of the crime without even speaking with her?
A case needed to be built.
There was no case, because you never needed to make one. You thought she was guilty, and so you treated her accordingly.
Miss True, I ask that in this office you treat me with respect.
You deserve as much respect as I'm currently giving you, Judge.
Nancy, maybe we should...
You made this poor girl's life a living nightmare because of something she did when she was young. She was a kid, Your Honor. Her entire life molded and built and destroyed by an event she barely remembers. Can you imagine what that does to someone? Can you imagine what that does to her family? To her friends?
Well, that is a bit unfair.
You know, this town has a history of judges behaving without sound jurisprudence. And I would expect that after 300 years, you would be able to right that wrong.
Perhaps. You have a point. But my concerns are not unfounded. You think Jason is a screw-up now? What would have happened if he had been friends with her?
He is friends with her, Judge.
What? How's that possible? I thought at least I would know.
A judge is supposed to judge people on their actions alone, not the people they call their friends. I just hope you remember that when you sentence Jason, because his crimes aren't imagined. They're real, and they deserve real punishment.
She's finally done with her speech. That was not interesting at all, the last part. Let me guess, I'm gonna give them another speech, melodramatic something.
I just wanted to say I'm sorry.
For what?
We always promised that a secret was the most important thing in the world, and we would never break it. And I did.
You saved my life. If Nancy hadn't found me, well...
I'm going to be gone. For a while. I really screwed up.
Still, I know who you are. There's a good person hidden below this pretty boy exterior.
Come on.
You may go away, but that good part never will.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Everything okay?
Yeah. Come on.
Told ya. What now? We have a party. Say goodbye. Alright then.
You didn't have to.
What? I told the truth. Or at least the truth you told me.
200 hours community service. It's not like I don't do that already, though.
What was that exhibit you were planning?
Which street art?
Who's the artist?
I think you know her.
Do you ever feel...
Remorse for not sticking up for my sister? I will probably be dealing with that for the rest of my life. She doesn't hate me nearly enough for what I put her through. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you. You're the only reason she doesn't think I'm a complete dirtbag. Lauren deserves that place. She does.
You sound genuine.
Don't be so surprised. She's had a tough life too, you know. I'm not mad at her. I hope that maybe she will see eye to eye with me someday.
You did set fire to her house.
Yeah, there is that. It hasn't all been crime and punishment, though. We had so many great memories.
And one moment of shame.
I told you. I would tell myself we were all kids, but I was old enough to know better, and I almost did it again. She says she forgives me, but we still have a lot to make up for. We all do. We are all going to help each other. I am a little concerned that we never found the Book of Apologies. We'll have to face the AW organization with empty hands, unfortunately.
You'll do fine.
We'll just have to keep on fighting.
So I'm not gonna tell her I found it? Guess not.
So, ready to leave yet?
But I just got here.
Not the house. Salem. You always wrap up your cases in a nice bow to run off for the next one the day after, don't you?
This time, I might actually take that vacation.
Doesn't sound like your style. But if you say so. Look, we had our moments during the past few days. In the end, you cleared May's name. So thanks.
You're welcome. It was my pleasure to help.
Ugh, that attitude just kills me. You did get Tegan off the hook too, though. I hate to admit it, but for a moment, I actually felt happy I called you here. Don't get used to it. I can handle cases on my own, and I've just emptied your praise quota for the coming year.
I know you can. I'll see you around.
So do I have to say goodbye to everybody?
Nancy, so glad you're here.
Of course. I wouldn't miss the party after all we went through.
Hey, shouldn't you ask her? You know, the thing we talked about.
Oh, yeah, right. So, Nancy, the thing we talked about before?
Yes?
Have you thought about it? Starting a detective agency, I mean.
The Hardys and Drew Detective Agency. Has a nice ring to it, no?
Guys, I don't know.
Oh, sorry, your name can be placed first, of course. If that helps persuade you.
I'm gonna have to think about it.
And who do we have here? If it isn't the insightful red-headed witch herself.
I thought you were the only real witch around here.
There's always room for another witch in the coven, Nancy Drew. And I have to say, someone with your magical insights, clairvoyance even, would make a great fit.
I have always wanted to ride on a broom. Would make it easier to get an overview of crime scenes.
Why is she looking that way at me with those eyes?
Hey there. How are you holding up?
I can't believe Alicia would do this. I trusted her, you know? Things would have been really bad if you hadn't exposed her for who she is.
I'm sorry. You couldn't have known.
You have no idea how relieved I am that you found the will. The house is badly damaged, but at least I get to stay in the only home I've ever known.
I'm just glad I could help. The house is rightfully yours.
Alright, let's speak to May. And then we're gonna get out of here, probably.
I never thought I'd say this, but
thanks.
I'm actually happy you came. Just a bit.
Of course. The celebration party is the best part of most cases.
No. Well, yes. Sure. But I meant to Salem. I still don't understand why you went out of your way to do any of this. It makes me kind of feel like a jerk for not talking to you when you first came here.
I understand things have been tough for you. Please, don't worry about it. I'm just happy I was able to help.
You were, for sure. I'm going to art school. I knew that. I mentioned it, but I'm really excited. And nervous. I've never really left Salem before.
And hey, maybe we'll meet again sometime.
Yeah, that wouldn't be the worst, I guess.
That's it. Now I just leave, go out the door, what? I guess. Oh, Ned, forgot about him.
I got it. Ready? Austria. Yeah, I know I was just there, but I didn't really get to enjoy it much. I feel like there's a lot more exploring left to do there. Did you know Schönbrunn Palace has 1,440 rooms? Yeah. Well, I don't know if you can stay there. I'm sure we could find something close by. Yes, I promise. No cases this time. Just the two of us.
The end. That was Midnight in Salem. I'm glad it's over. That sounds a little bad, but it was just a little too melodramatic for me at the end. May being gifted, I was like, what does that have to do with anything? It could have been a lot quicker, all of it. It was like playing, getting excited, and then slowing down, and then getting excited, slowing down. So I'm a little disappointed because I was really, really happy when I started playing it because it looked so different from the other games. Somehow the game wouldn't work for me, not perfectly at least, as you probably have seen. So that was a bit disappointing for me. Maybe it's my computer. If you find the perfect settings for a perfect computer, it will run completely smoothly. Could be. This was the best I could get it. Maybe my computer is just crap. Could be. But I did enjoy playing it. Not as much as the other games, to be honest. Not as much, no. And the motive of Alicia, in the end, it seemed really weak to me. She wants to become rich. I was like, that's not really a good motive, but maybe, you know, I have no imagination. Or too much, probably too much. It was fun that the Hardy Boys were in this game. I have to say that that was a lot of fun, and becoming them, and that you could switch between them, becoming them and then Nancy, and you know, they are funny, they make jokes. So that was a nice addition. None of the other games have that. But yeah, I did it. I finished it.
Dare to play.
I get a question though. What was the symbol Francis Tuttle used to reference Lauren? Lavender? I don't know. Leaves? I don't know. Wrong. That was it. Well, anyway, that's the ending of the game. Like I said, there were a lot of things I did like. I liked this beginning screen, the moving fire in the back. This looks very good compared to the other games. And as you could see at the end, you saw the old logo. That's the way they used to look. So it's definitely an upgrade graphic wise. So anyway, that's the conclusion of Nancy Drew Midnight in Salem. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, if you enjoyed it, please give a like and subscribe so you will get updated on the videos I put out. I try to put them up as quickly as possible, but I edit my videos, so that takes a little bit of time. So if you don't want to miss a part, subscribe and then you will get notified. So thanks for watching, and until the next one, bye!